In my opinion, the main challenges facing the water and wastewater utilities in the UK and Ireland, they haven't really changed for many years. There'd be things like the amount of leakage from pipes, pollution into our receiving water bodies, energy consumption. I think the key thing is that things have exacerbated with pressures like climate change, which are causing more intense rainfall, and drought causing a shortage of water. So I think these challenges are probably faced by utilities all around the world.
Yeah, I totally agree. I believe that part of not only a scarcity of water that is coming from climate change, even in this kind of countries that usually they have a lot of availability of water in some parts of the country, but also how infrastructure is aging. Okay, this is more important to manage and to monitor their assets. So now I believe that water utilities and wastewater utilities are trying to focus in that understanding on the infrastructure and building asset management plans and programs in order to have a better understanding of how this infrastructure is aging.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the value of digital transformation for water utilities is to understand which is their current status, because many times water utilities, they don't know where they are. They don't know which are the information they have already available, and they don't know how to create that path through their digitalization journey. So it's very important for them, and there is where companies, technological companies like ourselves that understand the water domain can help them in building that digitalization path.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think a lot of utilities have a lot of data already, but I don't think they necessarily have the processes wrapped around that data to make them, work more efficiently and able to operate their assets in a more cost-effective way while still meeting those challenges if they're regulatory or otherwise. So yeah, I totally agree that that's where digitalization can take them.
Data integration path is really important in this digital transformation journey, because I believe it's the first step, or at least one of the main first steps for water utility to take. So to understand which are their data sources, okay, all their IoT devices, or which are all the databases that they already have in place, how to manage that, and how to understand that they need to break the silos of information that many utilities in UK, but in many countries, they already have. So understand that problem and trying to focus on how they can manage all that amount of information in a structured way. That's key.
Yeah, I agree. And I think you can get a lot of information from one data stream, but when you start layering data streams on top of each other, you can actually highlight the bigger problems and you can prioritize the problems. For example, you might know that you've got an increase in flow into an area and a decrease in pressure, but if you add in other information into that, acoustic sensors, etc., you can just be much more assured that that's where the problem is, and then you can make sure that you get your crews out to deal with the problems much more efficiently.
Yeah, that's true, and also it's very important for them to understand that, also to try to solve this thing from an engineering or to understand the behavior of their networks and their infrastructures, they need a robust IT infrastructure. Okay, yeah. So I believe they are not solving in a proper way all that problem, but trying to solve the isolated problems. So trying to focus on leakage, trying to focus on automate processes using SCADA systems, but they are not having that holistic point of view that I believe is necessary in order to success.
I totally agree, and also if you're building lots of different solutions completely separately, you're probably missing something, you're probably wasting money, you're not taking a solution and expanding it out and bringing more and more data in. So yeah, I totally agree with you that being able to bring data together that might have been collected for totally different reasons and repurpose it just means that utilities are really getting a better return on investment for what they've already paid for. I think the partnership between Xylem and Idrica with the GoAigua platform is really building on a vast amount of experience and knowledge, and bringing that together really, I think, just means that we can provide more information and more expertise to a wider audience.
I totally agree, and I think that vehicle that is Xylem Vue powered by GoAigua, that in the end is the combination of both digital portfolios of Idrica and Xylem. They can provide water utilities with a solution that helps them naturally in that digital transformation, because in the end, Xylem Vue powered by GoAigua is built in a way that you need to integrate all the data sources in order to have that information in one single place. Our architecture is making a way that we break that silos of information, and then we provide that open model of data to the customer to then build use cases, specific use cases on the top of that, so then they are able to focus in trying to solve those problems.
Yeah, I agree. I think it allows utilities to pull all the data that they're already using together in one place, so that they can then, they can extend on that and bring more and more information to the fore, working with all of their different bits of information, be that CMMS platforms, etc., etc. Just think it's a real consolidation of what they've already got.
Yeah, exactly. So that's, I believe, that's the added value that Xylem Vue powered by GoAigua, which means Xylem and Idrica together, are putting in the market right now. But also all the experience that is coming from both companies. Idrica as the background it has from a water utility, and also Xylem, which is a worldwide company that has that water experience. So they've been working with so many water utilities all around the world. They can bring to the market a new value proposition that is key, and no other players in the market right now are in that position.
Yeah, I agree.